I'll be back later, okay? All right, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another full day of eating. I'm Derek from Simnett Nutrition and I am excited to hang out with you guys today. So you guys know the deal by now with these videos. I like to show you everything that I eat on a mostly whole foods, plant-based diet. Always plant-based, not always whole foods. But of course I'll show you my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner, any snacks that I have along the way, and of course some of the beautiful nature and the environment that is around here to kind of keep you guys interested. And also, it's just what I like to do. I like to get out there and explore. And that's what I'm doing today. So that's why I made some food to go. I've already got a smoothie here and I am at my first stop. So this isn't the end of the road today. I'm actually going to this really cool spot called the Hole in the Wall, and it is exactly as it is described. It's a hole in the wall, but it's out in the forest and it's in like this big cliff face and the water comes through it. I'll show you guys and tell you guys about it when we get there. It's pretty cool and I've got something amazing to eat when I'm there. But first I gotta drink this smoothie. It's good. All right, let's see if I can remember everything that went in here. So it was 2 bananas, a bunch of frozen blueberries, probably like a cup, maybe a cup and a half, a couple tablespoons of hemp seeds, some fresh ginger, some cilantro. I know it sounds weird, but I love the taste of cilantro, and in a smoothie like this, I think it's amazing. And the more herbs that you can get in, the better. And then I found a piece of lemon in the fridge that was starting to dry out, so squeezed some lemon in here as well. Half a scoop of protein powder. I don't always put protein powder in my smoothies on, non-workout days, but I do like the taste that it gives it, so I threw a little bit in here. And also some creatine as well, try and stay consistent with that if I want it to, do its thing. Some water, and then I blended it up, and that's it. And here we are right now. So I always bring smoothies with me. If I have somewhere to be and I'm like on the go and I know I'm gonna be driving somewhere and I'm hungry, smoothies are my go-to. You just don't get a better fast food. And as far as like health goes, you can't beat it. Convenience, it's just nice and easy, one-handed, while you're driving or whatever. I don't know if that's legal. If it's not where you live, don't do it. And it's cheap. I mean, you're not stopping anywhere, spending 7, 8, 10, 12 bucks on, some meal that's probably not gonna be good for you anyways. So here we are, and then you get to stop at beautiful places like this and enjoy it. Wow, it is so cold. Yeah. Actually, not much colder than the air though. The air's really cold as well. So this is called Cameron Lake, and it's a really beautiful lake. Obviously, I don't have to tell you guys that, but one of the things that makes this lake so unique is that it is so deep. So you can see how steep like the mountains are on the edges. That just keeps going into the water like that. What? I just fell in. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I guess it's time to move to the next spot. That was handy. No, now I don't even have to wash it. I probably should still wash it. So yeah, I got a little bit wet. That's all right though. It's an adventure day. That's what happens. So I don't know if you guys noticed that arrow pointing that way. I thought that's pretty cool considering that's the way we have to go. So the highway kind of goes around the lake and then around that corner there. And that is where we will be heading. And that's where we'll be eating our next meal. Look how beautiful this is. It's crazy. Oh yeah, so I wanted to thank you guys for all the support and all the views and everything on our last video. We did a video on how to make chickpea fries, and there was a tzatziki recipe in there as well, and it was like one of our best performing videos in a long time. I know it was probably because Crystal was in there and y'all are excited to see her. But today she's actually busy, and that's why I'm out just doing a bunch of stuff today on my own, just having a good day. She's with a friend, celebrating her friend's birthday. They've gone to do like some girly things together, so here I am out in the forest, you know, doing my thing. Oh, the car's so warm still. All right, on to the next part of the adventure. So I don't actually know exactly where I'm going, but I'm guessing I'm going the right way because it says hole in the wall, and this is about the only way I can go. So when I take a rest day from the gym, it doesn't usually mean that I just like sit around and do absolutely nothing. I mean, sometimes it does mean that, but I usually like to try and get out and explore, get a little bit of movement in, and sometimes I'll even go for like a nice light jog or a bike ride or do some sort of cardio or something like that, which I might do later. I'm gonna try and do, but we'll see just like how quickly this day goes by, because you guys know how it is with the sun going down at like 4 o'clock. Just feels like the day just like disappears. So on my days off, I don't usually eat too much differently than when I'm working out. It's just like the timing of my meals I don't worry so much about. Like, you know, when I go to the gym, I don't like to have too much in my stomach, so usually I'll either fast or I'll have something just like small beforehand. And then it's like right when I get home, I try and eat, you know, to just like refuel, recover, you know, refill all of those like energy stores. But you guys will have to let me know, does your eating change on rest days versus like workout days? And yeah, like I said, my meals don't change much. It's just the timing, and then maybe I'll eat a little bit less on these days because I'm not quite as hungry, but kind of depends on what I did the day before as well. And if it's like a leg day the day previous, well, I'm gonna be eating. But it wasn't today. Or yesterday, you guys know what I mean. So I have come to a fork in the road and there is no signage, but I'm gonna keep going this way. I don't know, just partly because it's towards the sunlight, and I think this is probably the right way. The path is slightly more beaten, so I'm gonna guess that this is the way to go. But speaking of the sun, can we just get a little bit of appreciation for this beautiful thing? My gosh, it's been so long since I feel like we've seen it. We've been getting so much rain here, but that's just how it is at this time of year, so I don't want to complain about it. So nice and dry. It is just a little bit chilly. It's probably about 8 or 10 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is Fahrenheit, but it's not warm. So the water's really loud here. There's gotta be a waterfall. Let's check this out. Oh yeah, definitely a waterfall. I always find this stuff so cool. It comes from way up in the trees, and when there's like a big windstorm or something, you see a bunch of it falling. But it's just so cool. It's like, looks like reptile skin on the one side, and then you flip it over and it's so green. It's so crazy. I don't even know what this stuff is. If you guys know, put in the comments down below. Should I be eating it? Should I put it in my smoothies? Who knows if it's edible? What am I doing? All right, so I recognize this spot. I've only been here once before, so I know we are close to the hole in the wall, but it is so beautiful coming up here. It's so lush and green. It's in like a big valley, so everything is just like all moss covered. There's ferns everywhere. It's epic. Oh, right, I know what these are. Okay, this is so cool. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before. So what we're actually looking at here is the remains of old like water piping. So this is how they used to get the water from, you know, the rivers and streams to the cities way back in the day. And you can see there's some of it here, and it's actually made of wood. Really cool. Amazing that you can still see some of this kicking around here. And then I guess the joints were metal because that survived. That's so neat. All right, here we are. So we've made it to the hole in the wall. It's pretty awesome. Have a look. So this hole is actually not a natural phenomenon. They actually blasted that hole through there to put in a pipeline a long time ago. And I don't know if it was that same one that we were looking at before. That's all eroded. I wouldn't imagine, because that is like absolutely massive compared to those little logs. But that is what that was. So kind of neat, and it's a bit of an attraction here now. Everyone comes from miles around to check out the hole in the wall. So I don't know about you guys, but all this exploring and adventuring is getting me hungry. So I'm gonna find a place to sit down where it's a little bit quieter here, and we'll get into a little snack that I brought. Ooh, this looks like a good place to sit down. And the camera's already set up. Oh my gosh, this is so perfect. Oh, yes. What is that noise? Something about the forest, you just can't worry too much about weird noises. So I started by slicing some tempeh, and then I kind of did a really quick marinade and just basically covered it in this amazing vegan buffalo sauce. If you guys see this in stores, it's definitely worth trying. Sauteed that for a little bit, and then I just got out 2 pieces of good sprouted whole grain bread, and then on one side I put some hummus, and then some sprouts, on the other side some sliced avocado, a little bit of spinach, and then the tempeh, a little more hot sauce on top of that, and I think that is about it. And now I've got this amazing snack in the forest. It just takes a little foresight, and it's so worth it. And food tastes better when you're somewhere like this, like when you're out in nature. I don't know what it is. I'm sure you guys know too, like when you're camping, you can make just like the crappiest meal, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is like the best thing I've ever had. It's like luxury food. It was just like a can of beans and like spinach and salt and pepper. Man, this piece of tempeh fell on the ground, and I'm kind of tempted to eat it, but it's definitely been there for more than 5 seconds, so I'll probably just leave it for the animals. But there's gonna be one very excited slug. Well, actually, I don't know how they like buffalo sauce. It's gonna be one spicy slug. Huh. I think I just found a shortcut out of here. So rather than going like all the way around, I think I can just take this log like all the way up there, and then the trail's like up to the top of this, so we'll see. Oh no, I lost a shoe. Guess I should tie them up. That's probably a good idea. Yes, nice. That saved me about 2 seconds. Not worth it. All right, so I'm gonna hike out of here, get back to the car, and head home, and I'll see you guys back at home, and we'll make some more food. Oh, hello, baby. Oh, I missed you. Come say hello. Oh, what happened to your little tent? You were under the blankets. Come on, come on. What are you doing? No, whoa, what are you doing? You're just gonna try and eat that. All right, so I just got back from my big adventure, and I'm just having some water and a banana just to kind of, you know, get back to baseline here. But I am kind of hungry, and it is too late in the day to make like a big meal before dinner because dinner's coming up pretty quickly. So I'm gonna just kind of search around, see if I can't find anything to tide me over other than this banana. Let's see what I've got here. Nice. Perfect. I didn't know I had any left. So I'm just gonna quickly cook up this Amy's Vietnamese banh mi wrap. I don't know if you guys have ever had these before, but they're so good, and definitely vegan, gluten-free as well, if that matters to you. So these things are like frozen solid, so I'm just gonna pop it in the microwave for like, I don't know, maybe a minute and a half or so, just to get it kind of starting to thaw, and then I'll pop it into the air fryer. It's a really good way to cook it. I don't think I've ever used the microwave on this channel before. Maybe I have, but I don't use it very often, but it's definitely convenient for stuff like this. All right, it's all heated up and ready to be eaten. So it's pretty small, but this thing does pack a punch. What is it? It's 320 calories, And there's some good protein in it too. Yep, 12 grams of protein. So that's gonna be coming from like the tofu that's in here. There's also some pinto beans. What else is in there? Brown rice, mushrooms. It's a little salty though. How much sodium? Okay, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go sit down, eat this, and then yeah, we'll come back into the kitchen in like an hour or so. Well, it'll be no time for you guys, but we'll make some dinner. Alright, so I'm gonna make a stir fry for dinner. I've been making this same stir fry like many times a week for the last few weeks, and I'm so hooked on it, and it's pretty fun. So I'll show you guys obviously how I make that. You saw I already chopped up some mushrooms and some green onions to saute, so I've already got those going. And I'm also gonna chop up some red bell pepper, green bell pepper, some purple cabbage, and then throw in some frozen veggies as well. So I'm also gonna add this can of black beans. First I'm just gonna drain them and rinse them a little bit. And I've also got this leftover rice, which is gonna be going in here. Leftover rice is the best for stir fries. All right, so I told myself I wouldn't use Just Egg in this full day of eating because I used it in the last one, but here we are. It's just too good in a stir fry like this, so I'm gonna throw some in there. So this is how I do it. I kind of like make a little bit of room on the side of the frying pan, and then I pour in the Just Egg, and then I add a little bit of garlic powder, a bit of onion powder, some pepper, and a little cala manak, which is also known as black salt. And then I just wait for that to cook up a little bit, and then once it starts to firm up, I just kind of mix it all around. And it's so good. So it's almost done. I'm just gonna throw in a couple handfuls of spinach and wilt that down. All right, so it's all done. I'm just gonna dress it up a little bit. So I've just cut up some green onion. I'm gonna sprinkle a bit of that on there. And then I've also got some avocado left over from earlier. And then I'm just gonna put some sprouts in the corner. And then I think for sauce, I'm just gonna add some salsa, because this will definitely go with everything. I think I'm just gonna make a little pile of it here rather than pouring it everywhere. And then also some of that hummus. What else? And I just keep on finding stuff to put on top of here. So I've got some cilantro as well. The hot sauce to finish it all off. All right, so it is all done, ready to be eaten. So I'm gonna try it out, let you guys know what I think here. It's probably gonna be amazing. Oh yeah. Oh, tastes like it should be in like a burrito. Oh, so good. All right, so I'm gonna go sit down and enjoy this. I think that probably brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely went on some adventures today. You'll have to let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the day. And I hope you got some ideas and some motivation and some inspiration from my meals. So you can see that it is not that difficult, it's not that hard. And if you want to stay healthy while you're out on the road or going on an adventure or whatever, and you want to stay totally vegan, it is totally possible. You just have to think ahead a little bit, make a few things, and you'll be so happy that you did. So thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely hit the like button. I appreciate it. It lets me know you like these videos. It also helps me in the algorithms. Subscribe so that you can see more. And I will see you guys soon with another video. Bye-bye. Oh my gosh, how did I fall in? That's crazy.